What is up guys, Wraec is here with new video, and today we are actually on another account, and let me tell you, there is a big surprise here because we are going to do an SS core. Well, if you ask how did I get an SS core, the answer is simple. During the last Awakening session we did 2 live streams, and in the second of those live streams there was also a guy in chat called Insane, and he was pushing Gacha himself, and he messaged me afterwards and he told me, Wraec, if you need my SS core, we can make a deal for it. And so we negotiated and we came up with a deal. And now I basically have this SS core and we can go for a copy for my account, which is absolutely great. And I'm definitely looking forward to that. So thank you again, Insane, for providing me with this opportunity. And yeah, so the idea is we summon a hero with it, obviously, that we really need, and that immediately. So we're not saving it up like we do the SS core. So it's about getting like an immediate hero right now. And two better to go for, well, really, there are a few options. Let me tell you that. I was thinking about a few copies. I was first thinking like, we got the LFA and the IEA treasures coming up. I mean, LFA obviously got a good copy, X tier and such. My IEA is S tier. So I was thinking for a second, do I go IEA? Great PvP hero, maybe with the treasures even stronger. Treasures, by the way, are interesting and will be nice for PvP and like super OP. So a little bit more balanced actually than the Wukong ones. So that kind of told me, well, you don't really have to. And then there were other options. And the main other option that I looked at was Ironcore Mecha Basilisk. Because I didn't go for an S tier for him, because I just don't think it is fast enough to really make use of him. You need a really, really fast copy to really make him work. And thus, I think SS tier is the only tier that really makes sense for my account. SS tier and above, we should say. But I really wasn't too sure. And then, I mean, there is Madeleine. And Madeleine has just been proven that she's really, really strong. She has great shields. I use her in every FTA at the moment. So that kind of made me think, well, probably should go for Madeleine. Let's be honest. I should probably go for Madeleine. And we are going to do that. So nothing really changed my opinion. Not the treasures that were released today. And a lot of people, I think, will be rather disappointed. I feel many people were waiting for like Star Expedition treasures for LFA, which is really not the case. So let's take a look at that core, because it is rather interesting. First of all, let's take a look at the regular chances you have to get like an SSS or an SS or an S really, because they don't list it separately, they put it all together. The chance for S2 SSS for that entire tier combined is 0.0015%, which is really, really low, considering it probably is even lower from like going from S to SSS, so SSS being even rarer, and SS, of course, as we are going for it, also already rarer than 0.015%, which is insane. The SS core, and we can already put a Madeleine in here, that lifts it up to 99%, 99.67%. The interesting part is when you look at this core, you really think the SSS is very, very unlikely. But if you think back, the entire chance for the tier was 0.0015%. So 0.33% in that comparison is quite insane. That's a whole lot higher. Are we likely to get an SSS? Yeah, well, obviously not. Do I hope for it? Kinda. I mean, it would be very insane. But honestly, with those cores, I've settled for like just hoping for a good roll. For Madeleine, it is easy. It is a little easier, let's say that. What we're kind of looking for is probably speed. Having her rather fast is very, very good. Having a high speed stat would be nice. And an overall high roll. What is an overall high roll? That is something we can check out, actually. So I just selected this Williams over here to show you, and then we can see the stat ranges. So stat range for SS tier, which we are essentially guaranteed, is 8,700 to 9,299. It doesn't mean that we can't be lower, but over our average for all stats combined, with of course the speed multiplied by 100 essentially, that will be within this range. And that means we can get a copy with up to 8,000 soul power on it. That is, I think, if I remember correctly, the cap for SS tier. I think it was 8,000. Pretty sure it was. But it can go a whole lot lower if you go closer to that 8,700 range. Ideally, what we would see were like maybe 1 or 2 SSS stats even. That would be really, really great if we could get that. And then 1 SS stat to kind of balance it out to be in the reach of like SS tier. What would not be ideal would be to have like a roll closer to S tier. That would be essentially what we're looking at. It is not that much about if we get a high HP stat or high attack stat or high speed stat. I mean, as I said, speed would be preferable, but it's not like we can't live if we get like SSS HP now. It is not that. It is just more about being able to put soul power on it, really. So that is really the thing. But I would say I've now talked long enough. I think we just go for it and bring this wonderful core to good use. And then try to send the copy to me, which will be a whole nother problem if I'm honest. Because might be sniped. So, 99.67% chance. And the 0.33. Skip cutscene is off. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. I'm excited. I'm excited. It makes me think like how excited I will be for this SSS core. Because that is like even more insane actually from like the range of value that you can achieve. So let's see. I mean, we're going to see 3 orange dots there, right? Still makes me exciting to see those. Okay, what's the roll? Okay. Whoa! I needed a second to see that. 99! We got max roll speed! Max roll speed is insane. The attack sucks, by the way. That's barely S tier. Holy hell, what a low roll on the speed. That's on the attack. That's a really insane low roll on the speed. But we got a really insane high roll on the speed for that. My god, okay, I was very excited. Giant Killer Hunters focus control immunity control precision. I don't hate it. I'm not sure how high of a roll it is. It should be mid-roll, about mid-roll I reckon. But with like really great speed to like basically... Let's soul perfect that. Oh, let's check it out. We are not obviously not going to soul perfect it. 12 more full progress. That's not bad. 12 more full progress is not bad at all. With the 99 speed already on it, so we probably won't soul perfect it. But 99 speed on there is actually insane. Let's check out Soul Guardian statue. We have to scroll down and wait. Do we? Where is it actually? There it is. It was right at the top. 7,426. I'm happy with that. Yep. I like it. 7,426 is really, really good. That is actually really, really good. That is very, very nice. Okay, absolutely beautiful. Now the question remains, do we manage to transfer it to my account? I prepared for a transfer price of 250,000 starry gems. And I'm kind of still afraid that somebody might buy it out. 250k is crazy though. Like honestly, 250k today, that will buy you like more than an SSS tier. I remember SSS Williams in the auctions for 170k. And all SSS are currently selling below 200,000 essentially. So 250k is a lot right now. But I know how clicky those fingers of the way it's become when they see something nice. So you never know, if somebody has that on the account, we'll see. But we'll skip right to it actually. We will have this in this video, which is pretty great. So there will be a little cut and then we will basically come to the part where I try to buy it. Okay, let's see if we can get that copy. Actually don't have an auction house macro it seems, so we have to buy it like that, which is a bit slow. And we have to click for like 40 seconds. Usually I use a macro for that. But somehow, I don't know why, I don't have it. I usually had that on my BlueStacks, and what it would do is essentially it would just try to buy the copy. And still not too sure how exactly that works. Usually it should be the fastest player to click on that. It just says analyzing data for a pretty long while, and then it gives the copy to somebody. And I know some people that are faster than me tried to buy the same copy, and they didn't get it. And then with the macro, I guess it got a little bit better. I'm not too sure. I know there is some funky work going on. Some people told me about that. In the end, you click on it, you try to buy it, and well, you hope for the best. And it also varies quite a lot how long it really takes. And I think that's weird. And we got it, ladies and gentlemen. So I deeply appreciate that. This is very cool. Buy Insayan there. Madeleine, 250,000 starry gems confirmed to my account. Let's go. Definitely like that. Thank you again to Insayan. So now we have that copy too. And now really the only weird thing is we are nearly back to full S tier. I mean, we are at least a step closer, I guess. It's only Ignatia and Basilisk that currently don't have an S tier. I was looking at an S tier for Ignatia. It sold for like 30k. I didn't really want that. So let's see. 481k on here at the moment. 81 mil. With the new copy, it instantly goes down. The old one have soul power. Wait a second. I think we have to put some soul power there. Yeah, we have soul power on the old copy. That explains it. Okay, now we need to find 7,000 soul power. I guess we don't need that. And there she is. That looks a lot more right. Honestly, that looks way more right. And 445 speed on that. And that brings her to 615 million attack at 3,346 speed. With all of that. And a speed attack stone as well. So definitely like that. That is pretty nice. By the way, do you guys like the skin or the base design more? We could still upgrade that, I just see. Oh, there's speed in here! 2 speed! I will upgrade that. But I will do that outside of the video. I'm personally more of a fan of the base design. Really am. I don't hate the skin. I like the story around the skin doing event, but like the base design a lot cooler. But yeah, that's an insane copy. And that's insane speed as well. With the 99 speed, look at that. That is beautiful. 544 speed in total from this copy and the soul power on it. That gives us some serious business. So we're gonna have to do a video about that. I'm happy that this all worked out now. Very thankful for Insayan. We of course still have the SSS core on my account and it's waiting for a hero to appear. Maybe the next one. We don't know it. If it's OP, we'll go for it. Will be insane. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, then definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the hype button as well, and leave a comment. That's a lot of stuff to do, but it would be very appreciated if you did so. Other than that, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.